you doing, everybody? This is Daniel from H2 Reviews, and right now we're gonna review a figure that I've been waiting a long time to get. So right now in front of us we have the Saint Seiya Myth Cloth, and this is Pegasus Seiya version 1 Myth Cloth. So here we have Pegasus Seiya version 1 Myth Cloth. As you can see, I've been waiting for this figure a long time. This was the only figure I was missing from that the version 1 Myth Cloth line, and I'm very happy to get it. So right here in front of us, you see this was made in 2010. We have the Bandai logo in the corner, and we have the silver toy sticker signifying its original, and it comes from Hong Kong. As you can see, we have a book style kind of package. It says Saint Cloth Myth, Pegasus Cloth on the bottom, and a little zodiac signal of Pegasus. On the back we have the figure itself doing some action poses. They show you the object mode, the figure mode itself with and without the helmet, and like I said, always love this shot right here with the black and white. It is just fantastic. This figure, I mean, maybe all of you already have it, but it is special to me. I haven't had the chance to get this figure whatsoever. So let's look at the package inside. So here we have plate number 1. As you can see, we have the figure itself, we have swappable hairs right there, we have the actual figure. As you can see, the face is not that great. The helmet, we have the shoulder pieces, we have the arms, we have all the hands, we have all the legs, and the thighs and all that, and that's about it. That's all you're getting on plate number 1. So let's go with plate number 2. Buster number 2, you have nothing different. You have the chest, you have the waist, you have the wings if you actually want to put the wings on your Saint Seiya figure. You have a skeleton of the object mode, and that's it. That's all you're getting here. So here we have the instruction manual. As you can see, it says Bandai 2010. It's made 2010, Bandai logo. You have the Saint Seiya logo, and it's a solid gray, like most initial cloths are. The inside we have the instructions on how to build Pegasus Seiya. But this is like really easy, so it shouldn't be no problem. So that should be pretty much it. I mean, it shouldn't be no problem at all. The object mode looks really straightforward. That's about it. After that, we have the figure itself and his little profile, seeing that he's 13 years old, which is insane, but that's just me. And then we have all the figures that you could buy at that moment. So let's build this figure and see how it looks. So here we have the Saint Seiya Myth Cloth, Pegasus Seiya version 1. I have to say, this is a bittersweet situation. I mean, the cloth is fantastic. I mean, the cloth is great. The object mode was done to perfection. But just that face. I mean, Pegasus Seiya is has a lot of expression, and his face sculpt is just horrible in my opinion. A lot of people were saying like, no, you have to see the figure, man, and I mean, you're gonna be totally in love with it, and all that, you know, stuff they would tell me, and that the face is not that bad. And honestly, I really don't like the face. I mean, that's just my personal opinion, but the face is horrible. But let's look at the cloth itself. I mean, the cloth is fantastic, as you could see. That helmet, I mean, I'm in love with the version 1, the armor. I think they're the best ones in my opinion. But you know, the armor is fantastic. So here we have the helmet is plastic, the shoulders are die-cast metal, the chest is die-cast metal, but that part right there is plastic. All the arms are die-cast metal except for the hands. The waist, all the waist part is die-cast metal, but the skirts are plastic. All the legs are die-cast metal, and the feet are always die-cast metal. So yeah, so this figure is fantastic. I mean, it looks great. I mean, I don't have no complaints with that. I mean, as you see all over, I mean, the figure looks fantastic, as you could see. But I mean, just that face, you know, like I did some replacements with this one. I mean, this is the appendix Pegasus Seiya head. You know, as you could zoom in, you could see the honest difference between this face. I mean, it doesn't really want to focus. This face right here, you know, it looks really nice. The hair is fantastic, and then you see the hair of Pegasus Seiya version 1, and it looks like this. You know, this is horrible. You know, this is just the hair. I mean, it's not even on the head, you know, just the hair. It looks horrible. And then you see this face is very expressionless. And I mean, with the helmet it looks okay, it looks decent with the helmet, but without it, I mean, if you want to go without the helmet, use the appendix head at least, you know. That's gonna improve your figure a lot. So let's go with my final thoughts. So here we have my final thoughts of the Saint Seiya Myth Cloth Pegasus Seiya version 1. And I have to say, I was a little bit disappointed, but I already knew what I was getting into when I got this figure. I mean, the helmet, little things here and there when I saw the helmet, that these pieces right here, they fall off occasionally, so maybe just super glue them. I mean, you're not going to miss them. It's not like you need to take them off and you know, put them somewhere else. I mean, just super glue those things in there and you should be fine, because they fall off a lot. And then the armor itself is fantastic. Just that face was tremendously horrible. But that's just my opinion. Like I said, I mean, you could think that I'm full of it and everything like that, but that's my opinion, and I think that his face is not perfect. Good thing I have the appendix though, because the appendix does give me the view of Pegasus Seiya, and if I was going to display him without the helmet, this is the way it was going to be. Other things like that, I mean, articulation is fantastic. I mean, the figure itself is great. The armor looks fantastic. The object mode was flawless. A little bit wide, but flawless. But the figure itself is really good. The gold, the silver with the red. I mean, I've always, and the yellow, I've always been a fan of Pegasus Seiya version 1 armor, and it's just fantastic. So, I mean, this figure is really beautiful. I mean, it really has a good thing in my heart. It's just that face. I mean, if they ever release another face, I know that you could buy like the Black Saints, and then you could get like a expression Seiya, which is gonna help you a little bit. But other than that, I mean, if you didn't buy the Black Saints, I mean, this face is all you're gonna get. And if you don't have the appendix, you're stuck with it. So I mean, this armor is fantastic. I totally recommend it. Just that face wasn't that great for me. So I give this figure a 9 out of 10. That's all I could do. I mean, it even pains me because this figure looks fantastic. But I mean, it is a great figure overall. So 9 out of 10. Get the appendix. That is not for this figure, but I mean, the head fits because it's Seiya, you know. So get the appendix, put it like that if you're not going to use the helmet. You can get this at iShop2Go. iShop2Go has this and even more, and when you get your figure in iShop2Go, you get a free metal plate. So yeah, so now that we have finished all the Bronze Saints version 1s, I'm going to do a video of my final thoughts on all of them. I'm going to have all of them here, and I'm going to go over them, and if I liked the line, if I thought it was fantastic or not. And it was just going to be a little summary of all these figures, and I hopefully you like that. So this has been Daniel from HD Review saying I'll see you on the next Saint Seiya review.